lately. I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light. While we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face. And later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door,
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree.
All right, we killed the music, and I remembered my microphone, and we are live. So sorry about that little bit of a delay there. But Davy Jones is in the house.
Hey, Davey.
Hey, Davey.
Got a little bit of an altered layout. Obviously, we've with the holidays, we've got sickness and parties and busyness and whatnot going on. So it is what it is. All right. So, oh, you know what? I'm coming a little loud. Going down just a touch. Should be a little bit better. Test, test, test. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay. So last we left off, somebody want to give us a recap?
Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah, let's see. Well, last time was the technically the Christmas get together, where let's see, we all got together. Let's see here. We essentially just exchanged gifts amongst each other. Let's see here. Things of note. Also, we learned that in about 2 weeks' time from Christmas, there's going to be a Revenant, the Ravishing, or whatever that is, a LARP event with Doug, Sophie's ghoul. Flames apparently, Damaris apparently found a spot meeting place at an underpass in Portland through her scrying ability. Let's see here. We took a trip down to the Ashland Train Museum to meet with the Bradovich family. It's in town because they gave a gift to us, and that was like this, at least like a portion of the Book of Nod, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
And let's see here. Found out from Benedict in Remus that Mr. Vidius, our recent benefactor, we've done a couple of jobs for him, is apparently a Nosferatu who did live in Las Vegas, but Benedict thought that he had been killed. So he actually doesn't know a ton of info, apparently. And then per Henri's request, Ben gave Mr. Vidius Henri's contact info, because once he heard about what was going on, that he's also a Nosferatu. Yeah, wants to reach out. And then we technically finished that second job that Mr. Vidius had, and we got the $5,000 payment. And lastly, apparently a text came in from Caleb letting some of us know that they're on as far as getting reward info from that girl who apparently who has true faith and apparently has that knowledge or something.
Right.
That's what I got.
Okay. Actually, that's a good recap from
Yeah,
from
I
last
think
we
you
left
got
off.
everything.
Sweet.
So we're obviously picking up just after Christmas, or the Christmas party, I should say. Everybody did their gift exchange and whatnot. So Christmas in the group haven. Oh, before we go any further, did you guys get a chance to see the map that I posted in the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Map.
Yep. The map. The map. The map. The map.
Was that in the Discord?
In Discord,
or-
yes. I placed
okay.
it in the Ashland by Night chat.
Okay.
That way, you guys. Somebody had mentioned a while back that they would like something to help indicate where locations were to kind of give them a generalized scope, and so I took some time after work here recently and did that up. So, for those of you watching and who end up watching the replay, once I have a chance to edit that down into some a little bit more cohesive chunks, I'll probably be posting that up for viewing on the actual layout, so that way you can see relative where the players might actually be, or a location in question and whatnot. So
Gotcha. Okay. Got it. Yeah, interesting. Nice. All right.
that gives you kind of an understanding of how close some buildings are, how far away others are.
Right. Okay. Neat.
So it is the group haven at this point. It's pretty still Christmas attire, well, not Christmas attire, but all the Christmas stockings and the tree and the trimmings and whatnot, that's all still up. It's pretty quiet. Most people are currently absent for one reason or another. With the exception of obviously Jesse, is kind of going about doing his thing, which is not unheard of. But you are waking up for the evening at this point. No random texts, obviously, waiting for you for a change.
Nice. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. So Ben gets up, then does his routine, gets everything going, and then let's see here. He's gonna first place a call to Jay, the office manager at
Okay.
Pantheon. Let's see if he picks up.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up. I mean, he recognizes
Okay.
his phone number and he says, "Hey, boss, what's going on?"
Hey, Jay. First off, hope you're having a good holiday.
I'm just putting in a half day tonight at work, so it should be better later.
Good. Hey, yeah. So regarding the Bridget Laurent case, what I'm pretty sure is the answer to that whole shebang, and knowing where a client is and that he's not in the loop as far as supernatural. I'd like to pick your brain. How would you go about it? Do we have to take an L on this one and just say, no can do? Or do you think there's some way around it?
That's okay. I hadn't expected that. Well, it's not like we were paid for the job.
Yeah.
It was a tip off that we got from the PD, and that's how we stumbled onto this guy.
Right.
So I wouldn't really call it an L, but I mean, it's at the same time, I guess it would be really your call. I mean, how do you want to weave that into something masquerade appropriate?
I mean, that's the thing. I've got people, one in particular, telling me I should Google the guy that I know at PD and just kind of make. I just don't like taking that freedom away from people. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah, just I'll go so far. Like I've greased the wheels, so to speak, but he can still think on his own. You know what? I'll call Knives, see if she's got some insight on this too. I'll let you know what we come up with. But beyond that, has anything else been happening? We get any other pigeons or crows or something delivering stacks of cash?
No, nothing yet. But as always, I will let you know if, for some reason, the servants of Ace Ventura decide to show up and pay us for something.
Sounds good. All right, that's all I got. Don't work too hard.
All right.
Click. Then he goes ahead and places a call to Knives.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey.
It's me.
Yeah, okay, me. What's up?
Well, I talked to Jay, office manager, and I was trying to pick his brain regarding the one case we technically have open now that we haven't closed with Bridget Laurent. I mean, I've talked to you about what I'm pretty sure is going on. You know, her killer is the demon we're going after. Thing is, you know, our client is technically the police, and I do have that guy kind of, he's, you know, my in there or contact, but I don't really want to ghoul him. You know how I am with ghouls. I'm barely okay with the two that I've got, and that's just because they, you know, they're not addicted to me, you know? But, so
Well, you can control the kind of relationship you have with them. And he you don't, you know, he's not going to be in, he doesn't have to be in love with you, or, I mean, it could be, I mean, take mine for, you know, they treat me like one would a daughter. They're loyal to me, but my relationship with them would be completely different than I would with my manager at the club, which is completely business.
yeah, I mean, all right. You know what? In the spirit of the holidays, I'll tell you why I don't do it. I haven't done it before, but I've seen what happens if if the ghouls lose their donor. You know, uh,
Yeah,
it's not a good thing.
it
It's
was not pleasant.
like I've seen heroin addicts with come out better than these people do sometimes, and it's if something happens to me and I've got them on the hook, ugh. And what if that's going on for decades? Oh, oh boy, get ready for 50 years of age. Man, I've heard of that. I haven't seen that myself, but that's rough.
I
Uh,
mean, look at the one you just acquired.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, right. But
sh-
she's independent. She's not all goo goo gaga over me or anything. She's super helpful. Don't get me wrong. I get how useful it is, but I don't want to use people like they're tools. You know, they're still people. That's where I'm coming from.
yeah, but it would be beneficial for us to have that influence.
Yeah, that's you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Uh,
I
yeesh.
mean, I'd do it, but I've kind of taken on two more, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
tapped out.
You're taking on two more. Who are
I
you?
I took on two more.
Oh, oh, right.
Yeah, the owner of my club and the manager.
Gotcha. Oh, that's going full swing now, huh?
Yes, it is. You're gonna have to go check it out.
Huh. All right. So it's kind of yours, just kind of through them, nothing official on paper or anything, that type of deal.
Yeah, it keeps me safe.
Yeah, Yeah, makes sense. Well, tell you what. How about you meet me at your new yet not so new club, and we put the kibosh on this once and for all.
Sounds great.
All right.
I'll
See you
even
there.
treat you to a snack.
Can't wait. No true faith this time. Just don't pull a selfie, please.
No, I've got my followers.
Sounds
They
good.
think I'm a goddess.
You. All right. See you in 15.
Okay. Bye.
So Ben goes ahead and finishes getting ready and takes off.
Okay, sure, no problem. So you head down to Ye Ol' the Tomb, which is the name of her club. Let me get, since we've got a map now, get that pulled out real quick and see if that is
That's right.
relative to anything. I don't think it is.
I don't think you got it on there yet.
The Tomb, number 9, Lily's Club.
Oh, okay.
Think actually it is. That's right. Okay. It's the tomb is actually located in a revitalized part of town. There is, if you take a look at number 8, that is the old cannery building, which that has been in play for quite a while, but it was purchased not too long ago and has been, like the building's been revived, and instead of, obviously it's not used for factory work anymore. It's been retooled and remodeled, and it's like kind of like a shopping center, restaurant, eatery style place. So, it's got a bunch of shops that run along either side, kind of like a small mall sort of thing, but it's got the expanded parking lot, and the area around it has been revitalized a little bit. So it's a nicer, newer section of town. And the tomb just sits like right on the other side of that. So technically you could park, probably you could get away with parking in the cannery area and just walk, like hop the small wall in between them and go to the tomb. The tomb itself looks a lot like, I don't want to say a gothic club, because that's very stereotypical, even in a vampire game. But the outside of it, the doorway walking in is specifically designed to look like you're walking into a coffin.
Okay. Got it.
But it's got the nice kind of banked windows in the front that have some highlights of, like, if somebody's going to be showing up to play, or drinks, basically adverts to show attractions that might be coming, or if it's Wednesday night karaoke or whatever that might be happening on the inside. I don't want to say it has kind of a Munsters vibe, because that would be like, if you look at the actual pictures of how they had to light the Munsters stage for the black and white to get what it was, like these weird, disgusting colors that just that wouldn't work. But it does have kind of a Victorian look to it a little bit. Obviously, the chairs and tables and everything are your standard fare that you would find at a bar. Nothing, different about those. There's a line of booze, however, along one side for larger parties. That one has a little bit more of a Victorian style, specifically with how they did the couching. Otherwise, it looks like somebody Halloweened up in a little bit classy fashion, kind of a sports bar. So it's got a couple TVs that have got like games or fights that might be shown or something, or maybe news or whatnot. So it can double as a sports bar too, just kind of themed a little bit.
Nice. Okay.
I think Lovecraft.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Did we get there like at the same time, or did one of us get there before the other?
No, she probably got there before you. She, her, I don't think I listed your Haven on there. But I did list the,
Yeah, my Haven's on there. I think it's number 20.
is it?
I'm over by Damaris.
There we go. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. You, Dale, you're at 12. So if you take a look at 12,
Okay.
it's like way on the west side of town, northwest
Right,
side of
okay.
town. So you are much further away, respectively, than she is.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. So she'll be in there. She would have filled up and in
Using,
her
are
little
you taking a
her herd.
one of your herd? Okay,
Yeah, she'll use one of her herd. And she'll be up in her little VIP with instructions to bring Dale up once he gets there.
sure, okay. So Dale, once Ben finally shows up to this locale, there is a special place that one of the waiters takes you to show you where basically Lily is, camped out.
Gotcha. Right. Tell him thanks, and then head into her VIP spot.
And she'll have somebody from her herd waiting for him.
Okay. So
Sweet.
you're down 2 dots of your herd at this point.
Yeah.
Or not 2 dots. How much do you have for herd?
I have, gosh, you know what? A character sheet would be good, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. And dice.
Yeah, I got the
And
dice.
Okay.
I got the dice. She has 2 points.
Okay. I can't remember what 2 points get you, but I know 1 gives you 3.
Yeah.
So that's
I know it's under a dozen.
Yeah, it's probably half a dozen, probably like 5 or 6. So yeah, that's fine. So you've got some average Joe, slightly overweight. Looks like his method of working out is to go to the college campus or the university campus, go play dodgeball.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, wow, just straight from the tap, huh?
The best way.
All right then. So yeah, Ben goes ahead and like he takes a couple of points worth of blood.
Okay. How many are you gonna take?
Just the 2.
The 2. Okay. So he's a little woozy, but just asks if he can be excused.
Yep. Sends him on his way.
Okay. So he gets out his keys and kind of stumbles off.
So what do you think of the place?
I like it. One thing, Ashland loves its themes. Every nightclub, man. I mean, not that it's super weird, but boy, we are really playing up the ash in Ashland, right?
Well, I thought it suited me.
Oh yeah. You are right there. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Even VIP.
yeah, well, I had to make sure I had some privacy.
Not too shabby.
Thanks. So this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, the case. Ugh.
I've given it a little bit of thought, and I think if you bring Officer Doodley under your control a bit more,
Yeah.
this one should be a cold case.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, technically, according to Jay, not like we've been paid up front. There's no official thing going on. This is just a cold case that we could try to fix because it was weird and it just got on our radar. So, I mean, we put a lot of effort into it, a lot of hours.
But we really don't have the resources to come up with a good story and make it believable.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's just gone without a trace.
Yeah, if it can't be official, yeah, we're not going to lose anything. I guess it's not going to mess with Pantheon's rep or anything. That's good. We're not on the hook for any of this technically. It's good that we know what's going on. If anything.
Yeah.
All right.
So, did we get any more pigeons?
No, I asked. No more. No more of that airmail coming in for wads of cash. Although, I mean, this Mr. Vidius guy, what's your take on him so far?
I don't know. He's stranger than I am, and I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, those Nos, they, the older they get, the more conniving they get in different ways with librarian. But if they're in the cam, oh man, they love their wheeling and dealing. I tell you, yeah.
I think they enjoy it no matter where they're at.
Yeah.
It would be nice to get Henri connected, because then he will have access to a lot more information that we don't have right now.
Yeah, they do seem pretty tight knit when it comes to that, don't they?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's the same way with Tremere, but I've just chosen to go it alone.
Why did you not like make any friends when you were in the clan?
I have my broodmate, but she's up in Salem, and she left for the same reasons I did.
Gotcha.
We just had to get away from my sire.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, any reason you give me to leave the cam, I wouldn't blame you. But especially, yeah, it makes sense. Well, yeah. So, Mr. V. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to make. I was sure he was a Nos just from how he was acting and all that, but yeah, you don't see a lot of them just constantly using animals. That's pretty smart, actually, if you got the power to do it.
It is quite smart. No paper trail.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I have an owl bonded to me, but I use her for one of my rituals.
Oh, I didn't know that. You never have the owl around or anything.
No, I haven't had really a reason to use her yet. She gives me the ability to see through her eyes. And to, yeah. So I can send her in to spy, and nobody would know I'm there.
Well, you're just mentioning this now. Are you? We've been trying to figure things out in Portland for like how long? And now oh yeah, by the way, I got this super owl and I can just beastmaster my way into its eyes and just take a look and see. Are you what?
Yeah, but we didn't have a location. Now we do.
Yeah. It can fly though. Well.
It's a long ways for her to fly. I'd have to get closer with her.
Oh. Owls can't fly that far? I just assume they're...
can, but it's still quite a ways for her to fly.
Yeah.
And I haven't really tested out the limitations on that, how far she can get from me before the ritual is broken.
It's like a Tremere spell thing that does it. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I never could get into that. Scarlett she offered a couple of times a couple decades ago, but it was just too weird, and I'd have to read a bunch of gobbledygook, and I just no.
Scarlet? Who's Scarlet?
Oh yeah, you'd never met her. She was the one who, way back when, she when I was human, she at the time was actually Tremere. I didn't know. And she helped me out a little with first finding out about Jefferson. Then, when that whole thing went down and I was turned, and all of us, her included, because, well, they found out she was helping me out, and that was apparently a big no-no, too. And so, after all that went down, when we nearly got killed because the prince wanted us to go kill Isadora, we skipped town, and that's when we said goodbye to the cam. And she and I have traveled around the country ever since. We came here. She does this thing where once every like decade or so, we'll stop at a place. She doesn't tell me what's going on. And just poof. Like the first time it happened, I thought she was just gone forever. I didn't know what to do for like 8 months, 9, like most of a year. And then she finally came back, and I was like, "Where'd you go?" And she just acted like nothing happened. I tried to get it out of her. She never was. She's always in her stuff. She's so focused. You wouldn't think she'd be focused on her work that much, because she can, like, she's a powerhouse. Like, you'll never have problems picking her out of a crowd. But yeah, she's gone now. She didn't tell me where she's going, but she's probably around, because Jesse, that's where P came from. She made him, rose him. She never really explained how that worked with me either, but
So
yeah.
he's not a ghoul?
No, he's a patchwork. She's got this Tremere stuff where she can kind of reanimate, kind of.
Yeah,
she
I
isn't-
know. I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Interesting. I'm gonna have to study him a little bit closer.
yeah, he'll let you. I mean, not a lot of people do. Typically, just her, but she hasn't been around in a while. I need to ask
Yeah.
him if he's seen her.
She's probably been in touch.
Yeah, hopefully.
So is that why you were changed? It's because of her, or was her? How did you come into being?
The sheriff. He was a Bruja, Jax, in New Orleans. He was on the trail of Jefferson too, because he was, back in the day, he would stay in a town for a while and have his fill of little girls, and then skip and repeat. Well, I was apparently one of the only ones who even managed to figure out his pattern, get to him. But, I mean, human versus vampire. Human loses. Not like I knew at the time. Here I am with my shotgun. Oh, man, I nearly wet myself when he cut it in half with his claws. I didn't think that was a thing. I mean,
can
I didn't.
imagine.
Yeah, so he got there a little too late. Jefferson already skipped out, and he decided to turn me. I didn't know it was I was in and out of consciousness. I'd lost almost all my blood, and that's probably why I went with him. He took me back to Scarlet. She was apparently freaking out because she was trying to tell me not to do it, not to go. I didn't know why she was saying that. It didn't make any sense. Well, hindsight's 2020. She knew what I was up against, and I obviously didn't. And yeah, that was a big no-no. You're in the cam. You don't sire without getting the get-go from your elder. So we three were tasked with one or two others who had done something that pissed off the prince to go end Isadora and the rest of her crew because there was a bloodhound out for her, masquerade breach at the time or whatever. And they didn't turn out too well. He was destroyed.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't have any roots back to the cam or anything like that. Just nothing. It was just me and Scarlett for almost 40 years. So anyway, yeah, Mr. V. I don't know exactly what to make of him, but so far he's on the up and up. But at the same time, he clearly didn't really need us on both of those things because he had, a animal helper just kind of watching anyway.
Yeah, I'm curious. And I hope I get the chance to ask him why he just didn't use them.
Yeah. I mean, knowing he was in LA, LV, Las Vegas, and at least was Cam. Maybe he still is. Maybe he isn't.
It
Yeah.
could be. And maybe he's using us so it doesn't come back to him.
Yeah, but in Ashland, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. That's so much is going on. Well, all right. Anyway, that's neither here nor there for now, I guess. I guess when we get our next pay opportunity, maybe he'll let us know something else. But until then, when it comes to dealing with the actual case, I think you're right. I think we're just going to have to drop that. Just kind of use the info we've got and deal with it from there. I'll let Jay know. I mean, I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to Google him unless I really, really have to. I mean, he's, I've greased the wheels. I'll let you know. I did entrance him, and I could feel that's going to last a long time. So, he'll listen to me. I mean, he's come to me. He's the one who came to us when it came to that Jason fiasco and around Friday the 13th and all that, So it's not like he won't do what I ask him or won't help out. But I get what you're saying as far as they're helpful.
Yeah.
All right. Let me text Jay, let him know what we're gonna do. I go ahead and text Jay that talked to Knives. We won't pursue the case. Put it by the wayside. At least we know what's really going on. Send.
Okay. So he just sends you back. He sends you a text back, and he says, "Okie dokie, artichoke. We'll file that one away."
All right.
Well, you want to get a hold of your contact and give him the bad news?
Well, I mean, I technically don't have to. It's just a cold case we picked up. Like if I talked to him about it, he'd probably be like, "What? Oh, you were working on that?"
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he knew you were working on it.
No, I haven't told him. So that's why we can just technically drop this, and it's under the rug, say no more type of a thing. But yeah.
I wonder if he's come across any other kind of supernatural type cases I can't quite figure out.
I mean, it's possible. This just kind of fell in our lap, when Xandria gave me the position going, hey, we're opening up Pantheon Investigations. Want to be the head investigator? Oh, okay, sure. Here's the first case. Because it seemed strange and probably supernatural. So, yeah, maybe we weren't really meant to get paid on that one anyway. So I guess it's more community service from Pantheon Investigations.
Community service. Well, I guess getting the $5,000 makes up for it.
Yeah, because we were not making any bank. No B, no A, no N, no K, no bank until he came around. So
Should have
good timing.
charged him more.
We'll keep up in the price. Now that I know he was Cam, he's got to have some cash. He's got it somewhere. Maybe not Remus levels, but we'll see.
Yeah, I have a feeling he has no problems getting a hold of what he wants.
Which can be good. At least he's not having us do, hits or something. Like the moment he starts doing that, then I'm gonna know if something's truly up, and we gotta figure out something else. But it's on the up and up so far.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do tonight?
Well, that clears the Pantheon docket. Wow, actually nothing going on there. That's kind of nice. That's a first. You want to show me around your digs here? Just got here. Haven't danced. Haven't had a drink, but haven't done anything else. What you got going on here?
You want to dance?
Sure. I mean, you're looking at probably the best dance partner you're gonna have.
So, best sparring partner, best dance partner.
I'm
Is there
just
anything
the
you
best.
anything you can't do, badass?
That's a silly question, and you know it.
Yeah, I suppose we can have them turn on some music.
They've already got house music going on right now. They don't have like a band playing, but they've got house
Right.
music kind of being piped in.
Okay, so I guess they go out and just. She doesn't really dance, but she'll.
It's
move.
your typical oonts, oonts, oonts.
The white man's overbite.
Yeah. Oonts, 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 oonts.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, Ben will dance too, and if Knives isn't like she's kind of stocky, I'll try to get her to move too.
Okay.
Like, come on, type of a thing.
Alrighty, so give me, since you're being a little technical about it, give me dexterity and athletic checks.
Sweet.
Or performance, whichever's better.
Ah, yes. All right. Yikes. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, wow. One success.
So what'd you get? You got
I
one,
got
and you got 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so then she's showing you up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ben is basically out there doing the vampire bloodlines dance. Yeah.
The robot.
That herky jerky, like, sort of,
Right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna play it off like it's awesome.
Sure. No shame in his game. We'll go with that.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, I have something I can show you, but we're going to have to go somewhere else in order for me to do so. Can't do it here. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be good.
All right, I'm intrigued.
So, there an alleyway behind her place?
Look at the map. There is indeed. Right in
Okay.
between the cannery building and your bar.
Okay.
Hello, Vancouver by night. Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
So she's gonna take him out back, and I'm going to first use my level 2 of the Blackstone abilities.
Okay.
So
So you're gonna
she's
summon
going to,
rodents.
yeah, so she'll summon some rodents and she'll have it attack an alley cat.
Okay.
Well, she does, that's what she does. It excites them to attack
Sure.
someone or something. So
No, that's fine. Hold on one second. Let me get that all pulled up real quick. I don't think you need to spend a blood, but I'll double check it. Okay. Actually, no, you do not need to spend any blood. So, yeah. So, go ahead and roll charisma and survival.
okay.
Difficulty 6.
Gotta get me some survival. So 2.
Okay. So she goes into the back alley. Obviously, pulls you out there, for a second, and she sounds kind of like she's speaking Postle tongue from Harry Potter.
Okay.
For a second, and you start to see some vermin around in the in the area. In this particular case, just just mice. And they start kind of like swarming. They like 5 or 6 of them come out at various points from like trash cans and nearby, probably a storm drain or whatnot.
Okay.
And they start chasing after a cat.
What in the?
I
So-
did that.
Oh, okay. So you're like the dark Pied Piper. Good to know.
Well, I can have any kind of rodent or insect attack somebody for us.
You've got by this point you've got all 5 levels. So
Okay. Yeah, she's going to be showing off quite a bit tonight.
okay.
Wow.
And so then she'll call the rats off. She'll spare the poor cat. But she's going to grab one of the other cats and she will take a blood point from it and she will invoke level 3.
Okay.
And it costs a blood point.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes on the form of the
Okay.
black cat.
So I'm given the fact that you guys are in a a back alley, it's obviously not super obvious, but after she grabs another nearby alley cat or something, she focuses a second, sounds kind of similar but some sort of different wording or something, and she looks exactly like that alley cat.
Wow. Yeah. Just, should I pet you? Should I not cross your path? What do I do?
So rub up against his legs.
Ben goes and tries to like pick her up. Is she like? Does she feel like the weight
Mhm.
of a cat?
Oh, yeah.
Or like okay, like, and then like holds her like this, like, where did the weight go? I never understood that about these weird transform spells. How are you this? No way are you this light normally here. I shouldn't be putting that. Hold on, and I put her back down on the ground.
Sure.
Okay. And then making sure nobody is paying any attention to him, she'll drop the transformation.
Okay. And then a moment or two later, just kind of.
And that's not all. There's a couple more things which I'm not going to demonstrate because the other one allows me to curse, put a curse on someone. And what it does is that I can use my blood to cause damage.
Oh,
And yeah. And then I can also control my own blood in different ways.
Hmm.
I'm still playing with that, but I've actually made like a tentacle.
you gotta be careful with that. You don't just go around telling people you can make tentacles. It's just you gotta be just saying, especially blood tentacles. Hold on a second. Is this Tremere stuff, or are you learning this from Stony?
It's a present from Stony.
Mm,
They are so cool.
yeah, of course. You've never seen those stories. You never seen the episode of the show that's always like, oh yeah, let me give you this gift and this gift. It's the needful things thing. It, it's the you see what he's doing, right?
It's giving me tools.
But for what cost? What is he getting from you? You don't know?
Well, I kind of do.
Okay, kind of tell me. What is he getting from you?
Faith.
If you're trying to get me to sing that song, I'm not going to do it. There would have been a time when I would have. I'm not going to. But I have to ask you, what does that mean? You're giving him faith.
I believe in him. I believe what he says is true. I don't think he's a bad demon.
I never thought I'd hear that phrase. I don't think he's a bad demon.
Well, really, he's a fallen angel who is looking for redemption, and I believe that he deserves a second chance. And he's helping us get rid of the bad one.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair point. Still, you're just believing in him, and he just because of that, he's giving you powers.
Yeah, I think he gets something out of the faith himself.
Oh, is that like blood for us? Faith is for him?
I think so.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to. Wow. I almost want to call him up and say, hey, I'll believe. Give me some neat powers. What? You're just giving away cool stuff. Although the rat thing, that was weird. But I mean, anyway, just be careful, okay? I mean,
I'm
I've
always careful.
yeah, okay. Uh,
I didn't get entranced by evil Sophie.
right. Yeah, she didn't go after you. I'm sure if she wanted to, she could have, but you chose me. Jealous?
Me jealous
Yeah, you.
of her.
No, I'm talking to the cat. Yeah, you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't we have a case to work on?
No, that's why we're out here.
She just tried to waterbender you. Deflection.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find something to work on. Jay has nothing.
You want to give him a call? You got the phone. You can call me. You want to find out?
Yeah, I'll call him. So
Okay. So he picks up. Pantheon Investigations.
hey,
Jay
Jay.
speaking. Oh, hey, Lily. What's going on?
Well, I was calling to see if you had anything for us. We're kind of bored.
Um. Well, I
It's either
guess
that or I have to go back in and dance with Ben, and you don't want to see that.
Ouch! I'm right here. I can hear you
Oh,
really well
okay.
now.
Yeah. I mean, we don't exactly have anything, but there is that issue of the pending um Julieta issue that Mr. Baxter looked into not too long ago.
Yeah, Juliet.
Yeah, it's one of her names. At least that's the theory. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't have any super concrete evidence, but how you get that when you're dealing with the supernatural? I mean,
I
we
mean,
could go.
I could imagine the police would not say no to looking into that.
Yeah, I'll have Ben call up his best friend and see what they have. Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
Oh, no problem.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you too.
Bye.
Hangs up.
So, you want to call your buddy? Or should we just
Yeah.
go and see him? You
I don't
know,
know if
just a little
he's-
drop in his coffee cup.
You are not gonna Google my dude. You're not gonna Google my dude.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
You are.
No, you can't. You're not gonna make me Google my dude, and you're not gonna use any weirdo vampire control powers that Stoney gave you to make me do the thing. And that's not happening.
You know, I might be able to do that. You don't know.
If you could, you would have used it on me already.
You really think I would do something like that to you? I'm hurt.
No, I'm sorry, ex-assassin. Yeah, okay, I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'll give him a call. That reminds me, I should actually see if I can get in touch with that Israel Guevaro guy. Jay did mention a couple nights ago that since he was the one who was trying to help out Julieta, maybe we can turn him to our side, show him the error of his ways, all that jazz. Wonder if he's still in the same place.
I don't know. Gosh. Could you imagine how ticked off she'd be if you ghouled him?
You and the ghouling. I don't need to ghoul the entire human race, okay? Jeez, you can just talk to people. Have you ever talked to people? Just ask them nicely with a little bit of entrancement, but still ask them nicely? I mean, jeez.
I don't do entrancement.
I gotta teach you. Oh, I gotta teach you celerity, and I gotta teach you potence too, so that you can fight.
Oh yeah, and I gotta teach you obfuscate so you can actually disappear. Might help you in your feeding. They won't see you coming.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. All right, hold on. Let me give a detective a call.
Okay.
Call Detective Rumbus.
Okay. So he picks up his phone. He's, hello.
Detective, hey, it's Ben. How you doing?
I'm doing quite all right, Mr. Baxter. You caught me on an off night, however. Was there some sort of an emergency?
No, no, not an emergency per se. First, Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a good one so far. And second, I get you're not in the office, but on the off chance you happen to know, or maybe lead me where I can find this out. You told me not too long ago about the folks that ATF finding out that what was happening in what was that in Talent regarding the drugs that were apparently being funneled there. Well, I managed to take a look, and were you aware that the Sanguine Tears are kind of in on that deal?
The Ashland PD had a suspicion that they might be. They had been, or sorry, not the. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Sorry, I got them confused with another gang. No, we had a sinking suspicion with their rise back to power that they might be somehow looped into the rise in drug activity.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, it seems like their head honcho so far, Julieta Chakotay, she's got this guy Israel Guevara on the hook for something, and she's kind of making him find places where she can apparently store or make or sell the product. And I'm wondering if you have any info, or if I could get that info on this Israel Guevara character.
That might be a tall order, given the fact that may or may not be an active case.
Gotcha. You think there's maybe an active case going on with that guy?
I'm not currently at liberty to speak about such things. If that
Right.
gives you any sort of hint.
Gotcha. Looks to Lily. What? Yeah. So all right. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'll see what I can come up with on my end. Then I've got some irons in the fire, so to speak, dealing with some other cases. But yeah, if I happen to come upon anything else regarding that Israel guy or anything else, I'll let you know. But just off the record, if I happen to be going back to Talent to have a talk with some people, maybe Israel, maybe not. You wouldn't happen to, off the record, have any advice who else I should talk to or where else I should go?
If you were so inclined to look into some of Mr. Guerrero's known associates, he's been linked to somebody named Jenny Malkovich. Also goes by Molotov.
Okay. What's her deal?
She's a bit of a firebrand, as given the nickname. She's from what we believe is she's a South African native who has come over to the United States in recent years. She has had a violent past, several altercations with the law, as well as neo-Nazis at white power rallies. She's also linked to destruction of private property, throwing firebombs essentially at corporate headquarters. Although none of it has stuck so far. She's also been tied to, again, nothing has accumulated, respectively, but also been tied to attacks on anti-choice abortion protesters.
Okay.
Those were believed to be potential vehicular manslaughter.
Real class act all the way around. All right. You know or happen to know why they'd be connected? What's the connection there?
My first thought was she was muscle.
Okay.
She's essentially just a point and click, but she seems to be tied to somebody else. As to who, we don't have the resources to know.
Got it.
But speaking strictly off the record, one might actually find her occasionally stopping off at Burrito Alarm. It's this knockoff Taco Bell joint near that's in the old cannery building.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so good to know. Appreciate the talk, detective. If I happen upon anything, I'll be sure to pass that along, help you out.
I would appreciate it.
All right. You have a good one. Stay safe.
Okay, he hangs up.
Yep.
That's
All right.
just right over here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You ready to check it out? See if we get lucky?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for tacos.
Yeah, tacos. So we saunter on over to the old cannery building looking for Burrito Alarm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just on the other side of the parking lot. One side of the cannery is like eateries that are all there. You've got. I thought I just had those. Oh, you know what I do? 1 second. Doop. Okay, so the restaurants are as follows. The first one, the obvious one, is Burrito Alarm. That's there.
Yeah.
There's another one there called Michael Alone. And it's got kind of an M-like arch looking oddly suspicious.
Okay.
You have Sandwich Peasant. And you have Koala Detour.
Okay. Yes. Oh, it's just a just the knockoff marketplace. That's weird, but I dig it. I dig it. So looking around to see if there's anybody that sounds like they'd fit this description of Molotov as far as like
Okay, sure.
attitude or
Give
whatever.
me a. Both of you give me perception and investigation checks.
Also, she's gonna lean into Ben and kind of in a soft voice tell him, you know, we need to be kind of careful because if she's got things from Juliet like I have from Stony, she could be kind of a hard takedown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they could all do that, huh? Pfft, yikes. Okay, good call. Nice. 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Okay, so that's 5.
Okay. Wow. Okay,
You're
so
on fire.
you both take a moment to kind of look over what's going on there. It's pretty hopping, the various restaurants that are there. Most, however, are doing like delivery services. So you'll see a car like pull up for DoorDash or Uber Eats or something to pick up something to, to take away. So there's a fair bit of traffic going in and out for something like that. Most of the restaurants do have a couple patrons in them, from what you can tell.
But none that have her description?
Well, you don't have a description for her. You have a name.
Right.
Oh, okay.
How so at Burrito Alarm, how many women are eating there?
There are 2.
Okay.
One is with a family. So, apparently another guy there as well as 2 kids.
Okay.
And then there's another girl who's there, probably mid-20s.
Okay.
But she did say she was African American, right?
South African, yes.
South
Af-
African,
Oh,
yeah.
South African. Okay, well, yes, she could. be
Technically,
either.
yes, African American.
Yeah, technically. Okay.
The other one is where she happens to be wearing a looks to be a Wrexham jersey. I have no idea what that is. You'll have to probably investigate that if you're curious. It does happen to have a logo for Aviator Gin on it. Then and she's also wearing BDU fatigues on for pants. So kind of a mix mash. The BDUs are tan in color, and she's got combat boots.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and get myself a burrito. Why don't you go over and use your charms?
Will do.
You'll know it's her. I think they have a distinct accent.
Really?
Just be yourself. Be charming.
Done and done. Yeah, so then while walking up to the woman in fatigues, Ben is going to use aura perception on her to see if he picks up anything weird.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Only 1 success.
Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary off of her. The immediate aura that you're picking up is kind of a calm sense. She just happens to be sitting there and just eating. Probably a bit more than she should be. So maybe she... Okay. That was an interesting non sequitur. But as far as what she's eating, maybe she just has a big calorie count, burns through it or something. But the one thing you do see, which kind of stands out, is the building sparkles.
The Burrito Alarm building, or the
Yes.
entire? Oh, okay. As far as the so the different things, are they like I might have missed this. Are they like separate shacks, or are they like built into
They're built
the
into it.
cannery?
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The building sparkles. Okay. Is it just the burrito alarm, or is it like? Can I tell if it's like just the whole
Give me
area?
another check then.
Okay. Dang it! No, 0 successes.
Okay. It's hard to determine.
Okay.
Given the fact that there's a lot of electronics in the building itself, you are getting you're getting what you think to be perhaps a distortion from the electricity.
Okay.
So, for example, and this would probably be good for you to look up since you're just now experiencing aura perception for the first time. Aura
Yeah.
perception works a lot like Carillion cameras. And if you put it up,
Okay.
if you put a Carillion camera anywhere near electronics, you're gonna see some feedback coming off of it. You'll see like the wavy pattern or whatnot coming off. So that's kind of what you're seeing. So you're seeing some, but there's the distortion from the building because there's obviously a lot of electricity going through it right now.
Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. But I didn't happen to catch anything coming from her in just the building.
Not as far as you can tell, no.
Okay.
It's
All right.
hard to say if the building may be masking it based upon what's going on or the oddness that there were sparkles on the building. It's hard to say. You might have to get closer, get in for a closer inspection or something.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So then he'll walk up. He'll kind of act like he was about to pass by to head to the line for a burrito alarm, but then he'll stop like kind of next to her and look over and be like, "Nice fatigues. Where'd you get them? If you don't mind my asking."
So she kind of like, looks up, for a second. Give me a charisma and expression check, difficulty 7.
Okay. Right. Oh, that's a lot better. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. So it's interesting that all this is kind of coming together at once. So you are, so when you ask her, she looks offended, like she didn't want to be disturbed, with what she was doing, but looks up at you, and your question was again the fatigues.
Those are nice fatigues.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them?
When I can't do the accent, but she
Okay.
when she replies, she does have kind of a specific sounding accent that sounds very different than anything you'd find around here. The interesting tidbit is that it matches the style of accent that you picked up from Don Malcolm.
Huh. Okay.
Um, so anyways, she looks at you and she says, Army fatigue store, surplus. Do you want something, bud?
Sorry, just you wear them well. Just thought you could use a compliment. Saw you eating alone. By the way, like though, what you got going on there, the food that must be great. You're just piling that down. This is my first time at Burrito Alarm. This is a great spot.
Oh, okay, so go ahead and roll again.
All right. All right. 3 successes.
Okay. So she doesn't get super offensive when she says it. She just says, "Look, this is just what I ordered. You want something? Go order it yourself." And kind of
All
just
right.
like does one of these like wave off sort of thing with her hand.
Yeah.
So it's
All
kind of
right.
rude and passed off, but it wasn't like I'm gonna curb stomp you sort of thing. Tossing down her tray. It could have been way more violent sounding.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I leave that be, and then go ahead and join the line next to Lily,
Okay.
and I'm like, yeah. So she's got an accent, like what you were saying. Wasn't able to pick up anything else going on, but are you picking up anything from the building? Check out the building. You're muted.
So you mean like look?
Yeah, look at the building.
Okay. So perception and empathy, isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost rolled too many dice. Okay. Gosh, I'm loving these tens I'm getting. So 1, 2,
Nice.
so 3. Yes, I got a 1, so it took 1 away.
Okay.
So 3.
So you start just looking around kind of in general. Initially at first at the menu. They're currently marketing their bun taco right now. Try the bun taco.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you also see a picture, like right off the side, like their marketing guy, is dressed like Rico Suave, and right below it says try our taco grande.
Yeah, taco grande. That sounds good. I haven't had one of those in
Um,
a long time.
But as you look around, yeah, there's some sparkling coming off the building. It has a bit of a magical aura to it.
I'm gonna look at the people that are in the like behind the counter and out in the dining area.
Okay. You just look around, and the family is clearly enjoying themselves. The kids are scarfing down bun tacos, which essentially it's the same concoction as what you would put into a taco, like shredded cheese, shredded lettuce, the meat, and the sauce and whatnot. And it's on hamburger bun.
Is the food sparkling?
No. The food's not sparkling.
Okay. And the girl that he crashed and burned on?
Yeah. She is angry at this point.
What did you say to her?
I'm pretty sure she's mad that people talk to her. She's not one for talking.
Oh yeah, she's angry.
I mean,
And
yeah, I talked to her.
and I'm kind of seeing all that glitters.
Okay, good. It wasn't just me then messing up. Yeah. What do you
No,
make of that?
not on her. All around us.
Well, yeah, the building, right? That's where I was seeing it.
And then as you
Yeah.
guys are kind of chattering, you guys are next up in line at this point. And then right
I'll
then
take your
some music starts playing. It's all and the guy says, "Would you like to try our taco grande?"
yeah, sure.
He says, "Okay." So one taco grande. He starts like ringing that up. He says, "Did you want that in the meal pack, or would you just like that separate?"
Oh, just the grande.
Okay. So he's ringing it up real quick. And did you
She's
want to
going.
did you want to drink with that? Is that for here to go?
It's for here,
Okay. So
and water's fine.
so he gets a small cup, set aside because there's the fountain over there. You can spritz it with water if you want. And he says that'll be $6.50.
She's gonna look at Ben with those big old eyes of hers.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, and he pays the money.
Okay. And so before he finishes ringing it up, he says, "I didn't realize you two were together, sir. Did you want anything? We
No,
have a special going on our bun taco right now. You get one, pay one at full price and the other at half."
Ben looks real quick to see what probably Molotov is eating right now, if she just already finished everything.
She's got like 5 wrappers at the table, and she's finishing off a burrito of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna like kind of point at her, looking, and be like, another one of whatever she's eating right now. That burrito. I'll have one of those.
Oh, so he looks at that and he says, "Oh, that's the 5-alarm burrito fire."
Wow. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so he says, "Did you want that in the meal deal, or did you want that individually?"
Just individually, and water too.
Yeah. Okay, so he sets down another cup for water, and he says, "Okay, so that's $6.50 for the taco grande, and then that's $8 even for the for the 5-alarm burrito fire."
With his resources of 2, can he afford
You
this
absolutely
meal?
can, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think she has more money than him.
Yeah. Probably. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and pay for it.
So he hands you a receipt. You are order number 66.
All right. Nice.
And so
All right.
he says, we will call out your order as soon as it's ready, sir.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
let's get a table where we can see her.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
her in eyesight.
Yeah. Go ahead and find a table, a small one. That way, nobody can hopefully butt in if they felt like it, so that we are seeing the building and the lady.
In
Sure.
the
That-
door.
That's not a problem. It's not a huge, entryway. I mean, all these shops size wise are roughly about the same. So I mean, you could probably fit like 20 people, in the restaurant portion. It's definitely geared more for people picking up and going. But it's got a couple tables in here, so. So you sit down, clearly within view of anybody who might be coming in. And as you are both sitting there and waiting for your order to be called, the door to burrito alarm opens up. It rings, and you see Jesse come walking in.
So Ben goes, "Oh, hey, Jesse."
Interesting.
What are you all doing here? I didn't figure y'all like to eat, let alone a burrito alarm.
Oh, I love burritos.
Yeah, I just here kind of for the view. We're trying to figure things out. I didn't know you came here, man.
No, it's quickly become my favorite joint here in Ashland.
Nice.
How
Hey,
popular is this place? I mean, does a lot of people come here?
I figure so. Yeah, they got they call it the Fiesta Barista. I don't know, it's some sort of Spanish Latino name. And it's like a big old pack of tacos and burritos. Now I see kids from the university coming in here all the time, picking those things up. So I figured they're doing some brisk business.
cool.
Just curious about the glitter.
He's like looking around. I don't see no glitter. Did somebody drop a toy pack or something?
No, it's just something that I can see.
Oh. Well, if you'll excuse me a second, I need to make my order first.
Sure. You can come and join us when you're done.
Okay, sure thing. So he goes walking up there and he orders that pack that he was talking about. He orders the 5-alarm burrito fire. He ends up, and he also orders in total 2 bun tacos. So it's buy one get one half off. So boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
So he's a growing boy.
All right.
He slaps that cash down and gets his order number, and then just kind of comes walking up. By this point, the family has left.
Okay.
And so he sits down. Ben, can I ask you for a piece of advice?
Well, yeah, Jesse, anything. What's going on?
Oh, I kind of talked myself into a date with Trish, and all I got is Old Spice.
Huh.
Since I haven't done, and if I figure some part of me has done this sort of thing, but it's not like I can draw on individual memories or nothing. So I was hoping maybe you could help me with like appropriate attire and maybe some smell nicer or something.
No
So a
problem.
date with Trish, huh?
But yeah.
Way to go, Jesse.
No, I'm nervous as all get out. I've been shaking so much. I was thinking maybe an arm might fall off. Have to get it sewed back on.
Well, it's a good thing I know how to sew.
Yeah, speaking of which, Jesse, have you been in contact with Scarlett at all? You know if she's okay?
Oh, not directly.
Not directly, you don't know if she's okay, or you haven't been in contact with her.
No. I heard from Cassidy, her lady friend, who runs with us on occasion. And they're off gallivanting about. I didn't catch where exactly, but they just called to check in.
All right. Good. Good. Huh.
Well, let's eat. Lily's gonna tear into her burrito.
You're going to actually eat?
She's able to, she's got the merit.
Do you have the eFood merit?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Yep.
And Ben will pick up his burrito. I'm assuming
Oh,
that our order was called and all that.
I take that back. I don't. I thought I took it. I don't. I just have less of health. So she doesn't tear into it. She
All
just
right.
Like,
takes it.
um, so knowing that, like, if she's just kind of hemming and hawing with the burrito, Ben's gonna be like, if you're not gonna eat that, like, I know someone who would eat that, like pointing over at the lady.
Oh, you think that she'll? You don't think it'll piss her off even more?
I mean, like the old saying goes, that clearly everyone knows the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach.
No, that's through diamonds,
Uh,
honey.
I, I, I've been around a long time. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
It's a man's stomach.
The way to a man's stomach is just punching. Just right in there.
She's gonna push her burrito towards him.
Thank you kindly. I'll be back. She picks that up and
She's
Hey,
at this point.
Jesse,
She's at this
when
point
I
taking her stuff and throwing it in the trash.
okay.
Jesse, you wanna take a bet that he crash and burns?
But am I missing something here? Is he hitting on the military lady?
Well, he already tried once and flopped.
Oh, why? Ain't she kind of homely looking?
Well, we're kind of watching her.
That didn't exactly answer my why. She ain't much
Well,
to look at.
you realize that we do cases, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, shoot. Sounds like I probably spoiled something.
So I'll bet you $5 he flops.
can I not take that? Because that wouldn't exactly be good. Me asking him for advice and then betting against him.
Okay. I'll get you some good cologne.
Roll charisma and subterfuge.
Who, me?
No, her.
Oh.
Difficulty
Okay.
7.
Oh, me?
Yes, difficulty 7.
Okay. Charisma and subterfuge.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So he's just like, oh, I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow. Oh, okay.
It's good to live a little, Jesse.
So Ben,
Yeah.
I mean, you're almost
So
face to
Ben-
face with her by the time she throws her stuff away and is turning to walk out the door.
Right. He's like, hey, yeah, I know you're not asking for anybody or anything, but hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry and for your trouble, my trouble, have some to go. You obviously love this food.
Okay. Roll manipulation and subterfuge at this point.
Okay.
Difficulty 8.
Okay. That's a botch.
Oh, you're kidding! Really just made $5.
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks at you a second, and she was really irked that you stopped her, and then you start saying your spiel about the thing, and so she stops for a second and smiles, and she says, "Sure." And so she looks at it real quick and sees that it's the 5-alarm burrito fire.
Yeah.
She takes it, opens it up, and just rubs it all up against your shirt and chest.
Oh,
Give me a self-control check.
ow.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just gonna go ahead and do that.
I mean, thankfully, it's not like it burns or anything, but it is super insulting.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, 2 successes.
Okay. So the beast inside you at this point was like, "Oh no, you did not," and you're just like, "Brr!" But you rein it in.
Yeah.
That maybe there was a part of you going like, "Okay, this would be absolutely terrible in the magical building, breaking the masquerade. God only knows what's going to happen." So you pull it back and keep it together, and she just walks around you, walks out the door.
Okay.
She's just going to hold her hand out to Jesse.
Should I be giving you a high five?
Yeah, it's $5.
So he just rummages in his pocket and hands you a 5 spot.
And then I want to cast illuminate the trail of prey
Okay.
on her. Since I must have a mental picture or know the name of her prey. The
Okay.
individual's weight glow with a level of brightness depends on how long it's been since he's passed that way. Old tracks burn less brightly while fresh tracks blaze, so they can follow her without her knowing that they're following.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get my roll going.
Okay. So in order to do this, you need to, which I'm assuming you have on you, you're going to have to pull out in the restaurant white satin ribbon and burn it
Okay, yeah, she'll do it.
right inside the store. Okay.
Yep. So she'll pull out her little bag that she keeps all her little trinkets and stuff in, takes it out, takes the lighter out, burns it in the tray.
Okay. So Jesse at this point's like looking around, like, kind of freaking out, thinking that fire's going to get started.
It's okay, honey. Just trust me. Oop, 4 successes.
Okay.
And she'll put it out with her water, so it doesn't like melt the tray completely.
Yeah, it's got some scoring on it at this point since you lit a ribbon in the in the plastic tray, and there's a bit of a smell. So the person behind the counter is like looking around, looking for the burning smell, and there's of course some smoke. So they come running up real quick, and there's like, what happened?
I don't know. I mean, I was going to tie my hair back, and I don't know. I think it's in the sauce.
Oh God. Roll manipulation and subterfuge difficulty 9.
Okay.
That is such a ridiculous excuse.
Okay, come on, baby. 1, 2, 3.
At a difficulty 9.
I got a 10 and a 9.
Okay. Well, I mean, it would still be 2. Is your manipulation or
Oh no, it'd be
subterfuge?
2. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
it'd be 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So he's like, okay, that's weird. I've never heard of that.
I really
So
think I should get my money back.
he says, you'll have to take that up with management, ma'am. And he just takes the tray and, the garbage that's on the tray and whatnot. He takes it in the back.
And she'll kind of wink at Jesse.
And at this point, Jesse's order comes up. He's just looking at Ben, just kind of standing there like with the food all over him.
Honey, do you need a change of clothes?
No, I just thought I'd walk around like this. Just it's the new style. Figure I'd try it out.
Do we need to go to the store, or do you have another set in the truck?
I got one set just in case something stupid like this happens. I'll be right
Well,
back.
at least I made $5.
Nice. Thanks, partner. Ugh.
Hey, lunch is on me.
Yeah. All right.
And then Jesse's like, okay. That was a funny, right? Because your lunch is literally on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I was making sure I got that one.
You're a smart one, Jesse.
No, I ain't.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
I'm a bit slow on the uptick.
I don't know. I think you got a lot of secrets.
So Ben goes and gets his spare shirt.
Okay.
Puts that on. And then comes back so that he can talk to Jesse about helping out with Trish.
Okay. So he's at this point scarfing down, his order.
Yeah. Like, yeah, so since that's bust for now, yeah, I can help you out. But just what do you know when the date's happening?
Oh, no, not yet. No, we haven't finalized the time frame. It just happened at the Christmas party.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I told him I would help out with the cologne.
All right, that works. Yeah, we can get you some clothes that don't have food on them, and it's apparently what the ladies like.
Well,
Yeah.
That much I kind of figured. I'm not that slow on the uptick.
Yeah.
So do you want to follow her? See where she goes?
That'd probably be good.
Yeah, we don't have to rush. I can see her trail.
Oh, great. All right. Well, hey, Jesse, once you're done, you want to tag along a bit? Maybe help us out if we need something?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I could totally do that.
All right.
That would be fun.
Has to wait for Jesse to finish his meal.
Well, he asks for a bag, to get the rest of it put away.
Okay.
He's already scarfed like half of it down at this point. He eats kind of like an anime character.
Gotcha.
Okay. So,
All right. Lead the way.
okay. And she'll start seeing which direction she went in.
Okay. Okay. So you both get back into the car, and of course you can see, fading white light of essentially the tracks of the individual heading out of the parking lot.
Okay. So she'll give Ben the direction of which way to go.
Sure.
Yep. Follow directions.
All right. So you guys start driving, at this point. You swing across and start going east. Across town at this point, past the university, going up and over. At this point, when you're driving, you're getting close to the, if you're looking at the map, the highway there.
Okay.
That runs through town, or Interstate 5. And as you guys end up crossing over the Interstate 5, the tracks disappear.
Wait a minute.
What?
This isn't supposed to happen.
It's what? You're seeing it, not me. What's going on?
That's it. I'm not seeing it.
Give me a wits and occult check.
Okay. One, two.
Okay. The only thing that would have fouled this up, obviously, if it's not some sort of anti-magic or whatnot, which I could have been, but you're fairly certain that may not have been the case. The ritual itself gets nullified if the target wades through or immerses himself in water, or if they reach their destination of their journey.
Okay. So she either went through a waterfall or she's where she was wanting to go.
Looking around us, I take a look, and I'll use heightened senses if I need to, like if there's any trace of where she would be, or like any type of car. I'd think she'd drive like a pickup or something, her style or something.
Good guess. Go ahead and give me at this point wits and investigation.
Okay.
The trail has gone cold.
Yeah. Difficulty.
Difficulty 7.
Is that including the heightened senses?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that would be a 5.
Oh, sweet. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. So, based on how much of a, if they weren't obviously speeding, the trajectory, you're probably in the right location-ish. So if you're looking at the map, essentially, She crossed over the interstate and continued what appeared to be northbound on Mountain Avenue, going north. And if you're looking at the map, you can tell there's a string of buildings up all along that stretch of road.
Okay.
So any of those could be essentially your target.
Okay. Like, might be.
If the trail went cold that fast, and presumably, of course, that she already reached her destination.
Okay. Well, she might have ducked into one of these shops here. Maybe she needs something here. We'll park and so we can find her again. So I go ahead and find a place to park.
Okay. I mean, that's not hard. I mean, there's either you can pull up along the roadside and just stop. I mean, because it's just an avenue at this point. Pretty open, area. Most of the buildings along this route. Let me double check. I think they're if they're not all, they're mostly. I think they're homes. It's not what I wanted. Clicked on it by mistake. Gonna go zoom in real fast. Aha.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Yes. So if you're looking at street view, this is all like open area, homes, barns, open, a lot of open land up in here.
So the trail didn't like stop at where she stopped?
No, stop prematurely because you didn't catch up to her.
Okay.
So it could be somewhere out here. Oops,
Well, this sucks. This is the first time me actually trying this.
Can you
maybe
try it again? Is it a power lever you can do that?
You're gonna have to have another ribbon, and you don't have one available.
I could if I had the ribbon. I need a white ribbon,
Oh.
and I didn't pack that many.
This is why you carry 2 ribbons. It's the 2 ribbon rule, didn't you know?
I guess I'm going to just have to get the whole spool.
Jesse, you don't have any white ribbons available, do you?
Yeah. So he's like pats himself down. He says, no, but in my experience in dealing with my creator, that hoodoo needs to be on Lily, not me.
I know.
But I can remember to keep ribbons on. If I need to, that ain't exactly like encumbering.
You don't have to. I'm just pulling your leg.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that.
That's fine. That's fine. All right.
So, what do you want to do now?
Well, we can look the old-fashioned way. Since we're in this area, does how many shops are like nearby or whatever where maybe she ducked into them or something?
Pretty much all of these are homes and barns up in this area. The only thing that's close by that's a shop, but it wouldn't be open at this hour, is a winery.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
and that winery is near the corner of Mountain Avenue and Eagle Mill Road.
Okay.
In fact, this is so country out here, there are signs for warning you to yield for tractors.
Okay.
Just too bad you can't smell the taco sauce on her.
I mean, I could try. It's a good point. Can Ben use his heightened senses to smell taco sauce?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay.
It is going to be difficulty 8 with your heightened
Okay.
senses.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. 2 successes.
Okay. At first, you smell nothing but Jesse.
Okay.
And of course, yourself a little bit. Which it makes it very difficult to get any sort of accurate reading.
Yeah.
So you step outside the car from where you guys are parked and start like looking around and quite literally start doing the dog thing.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, sniffing and hoping, walking in a couple of directions, sniff, sniff, and whatnot. And you think, emphasis on think, you have a bead.
Hmm. And lead in.
Something that clearly isn't you guys.
Yeah. I might be toucan samming it here. I'm gonna follow my nose and see where it goes.
That actually worked.
It might be. It seems like it's away from us. That's why I had to get out of the car. I'm gonna see what I can find here, and I start walking towards where I think it is.
Okay. Give me, at this point, perception and alertness.
Okay. Same difficulty or different?
Difficulty 7.
Nice.
She's going to end up shooting him thinking he's a stalker.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, so you are again still poking around and trying to pick up on what you think is the lead, and you come to a brown house with a recessed carport. Or not carport, but like a garage and a it's not really a road or a driveway, but a dirt-ish driveway. I mean, again, everything out here is country. That kind of goes back a little ways. There's a split rail fence that goes around what would be the front yard of this place. It has a lot of trees around it. Bushes and whatnot. Oh, thank you for the raid, Table of Horrors, raiding us with a party of 15.
Hey.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. Yay! And thank you for the follow. But yes, and they're back recessed away from the road. You think, and again, emphasis on think.
Right.
You may have where the scent is coming from.
Okay. And all right. So then, turning around, I take it. The other two were following Ben.
Yeah, presumably,
well,
yeah.
She was just watching Ben.
They just watch. Okay.
Okay.
Then since she's back at the car,
But
Ben goes ahead.
Yeah, it is a house at this point.
Okay. Ben goes ahead and texts her and says, "Well, somebody from Burrito Alarm is at this house, and it's scent strong enough for me to pick it up. She was just there. What do you think?"
Well, at least now we have a location. So you want to stick it out for a while or put a pin in it? Or do you want me?
I will say, since you just brought that up, looking around, there's no place really to hide. This is all country, so if somebody is just parked in a car watching, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I could obfuscate and get a little closer.
So then Ben goes ahead and walks back to the car. He doesn't have to keep texting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, we can. I mean, there's a few ways to go about it. Like, again, if she's in line with Israel or with Julieta or someone else, we just come out with it. You'd probably have to do this maybe with Jesse. I'll take up the rear this time because I lost the bet apparently. So it'd be your turn this time, or like you said, we know where she lives. Apparently, not the greatest place, but I mean, if you wanted to be on the down low, this is not a bad place to do that, honestly. So it makes sense that she's here.
Well, you know me. I like to live on the edge of danger.
And you do.
So let's go see if we can find out what she's so pissed off about.
All right, Jesse. You're flanking her. You're the muscle.
Oh, okay. So we're just going up to the door and knocking?
Unless my partner has a different brilliant plan.
Well, did you see any like animals around out there while you were peeking?
I wasn't looking for him. I mean, we're out in the boonies, so
I mean, does she have like a cat or a dog?
I didn't look. And if you go up to a window when you peek inside, there's only like a handful of places here. Right now, we're probably weird standing here talking in the middle of the night. But no, I don't know. Can you do that with like a bird or a crow or I don't know?
Yeah, I can do it with pretty much any kind of animal. Oh, screw it. Let's just go up to the door. If I get shot, you owe me.
All right, fine.
So she'll take the lead.
All right.
Has no idea what she's going to say when she knocks on the door.
So you just walk up and knock?
Yeah.
I love this plan. This is a Ray plan from Ghostbusters. This is amazing.
Get her. That was your whole plan. Get her.
Get her. Egon, your mucus. Okay.
Oh gosh, what do I have in my arsenal?
So you walk up, you knock on the door.
Yep.
So there's no answer.
With no answer, if it's like that for about 10-15 seconds, Ben's gonna look around. Are any of the windows open even slightly, like
No.
being able to look in? No. Okay.
You do see that there's light on the inside, however, that the curtains aren't so dark that they're completely blacking out like lamps or whatnot that might be in there.
Okay.
I'm going to see Corporal Passage. Of course, I didn't write down the page number, so I got to find it.
You're thinking of trying to do incorporable passage?
Thinking about it. Can I do that while obfuscated?
Presumably, yes.
I'm going to look around to see if I can spot any cameras or anything like that.
Go ahead and roll. At this point, you both are looking for
Security.
wits and alertness.
Okay.
Difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7.
4 successes.
I got 1, 2.
Okay. The first one you see is obviously the Ring. So they've got that doorbell camera. And you do see that there are cameras that sit at the corner of the house.
Shit. I can't go poof yet. I have to get away from these cameras.
So you're saying that after you knock, you're at the front door.
No, she's saying that. I'm sorry. It's pretty much saying
Because
it to myself.
that's where, okay. Just making
Sorry.
sure. Make sure
Yeah.
you specify because super important right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess she doesn't really. I could have swore she dropped this. I guess we can just leave it on the doormat.
Sure, why not? Let's want to knock again.
So this time you're going to knock, Ben?
Yeah, he'll reach on up and be like, he'll knock and then go, "Hey Jenny, are you in?"
Oh, so you name drop?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Both of you give me give me wits and alertness.
Wits and alertness.
Wits and alertness, yes.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
5 successes.
Ooh. You guys
5 successes.
You guys are rolling hot.
Nice.
Okay. So you're and then you hear from inside the house, come in.
So then I reach for the handle, and before I open it, I say to both of them, "Be ready. That's not normal."
Yeah. So she's gonna kind of put her hands behind her back, put her hands on the handles of her size.
Okay.
And then, okay, yeah. And so if she's
Jesse
ready,
at this point pats himself down, regrets that he didn't bring any weapons, and balls his fists.
Ben goes ahead and opens the door.
Okay. All right. I need stamina rolls from everybody. And if you have fortitude, you can add that.
If I get blown up. 2.
I'm gonna spend a will for an auto success.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll be a total of 3.
Okay. So minus obviously the successes that you have received. Hold on one second. Just want to double check something. Oh, that's ranged weapons, but let me see. Open says me. There we go. There we go. 1 second. Okay, no, they don't have something. Okay, I was just hoping that there was something I could base off of. Okay, so you take 6 points of lethal. Go ahead and minus that from whatever successes that you had.
Okay.
And you are effectively thrown back 10 feet as a claymore goes off in the doorway.
Wow.
Big bada boom. Jesse, of course, goes flying back, with you guys. And everybody's ears are ringing from the loud explosion. Pieces of wood and particles from the door, and a little bit of carpet, and they're just flying everywhere, all over the place.
Okay. If there's any time after that, Ben is gonna because he's 9th gen, he can spend 2 blood a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can you spend like multiple blood to heal that
Mm-hmm.
many points in a turn?
That's
Okay. Yes.
one of the reasons why elders or those of lower gen are so deadly. If you
Okay.
can't hit them with ag, they're going to be, if they really need to heal that, they're going to heal it in a snap.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll spend 2 blood to heal 2 of that.
Okay. Oh, and give me another self-control check
Oh right.
for the explosive.
Yeah.
Got to resist your frenzy.
Yeah.
You're down 2 for the difficulty, because you use a Bruja, so your difficulty would be 6, so your target is an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to heal too.
Okay.
Oh, no successes.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
So as you were at this point, Ben, as you're getting up, you've had enough. You've already had food smeared all over your body. Your beast is just ready to rock, and you just
Yeah, he like hates this lady now.
yeah, you
pretty
just
much.
spring up, and you're at this point, you're so angry and you were frenzied. You're going to attack anybody around. Lily, give me at a difficulty 8, give me a perception alertness check, because your ears are still ringing. You are not hearing Ben lose it. The hope is
Okay.
that you're going to glance over and see him.
What did you say difficulty was?
8.
I got 1.
Okay, so delirious, you're like getting up, and at this point your action, of course, you're healing, so you've healed 1 point of your of the damage. Your clothing is like peppered and kind of smoldering a little bit from the the directness of that claymore. And at this point you just happen to glance over, and you can see that Ben is getting up, and he is fangs bearing. He's about ready to jump on you, to eat you, just because you happen to be the first target that he saw when he got up. When Jesse body tackles him from behind, of course you're still ringing, you can't hear anything, but you start to see him tussle with Ben on the ground.
Jesse's done this before. We've done this probably a few times in the past.
Gonna use celerity to back up to stay out of his range.
What level of celerity do you have?
2.
Okay, so top of so a quick combat round. So top of the round, you're burning for celerity. You obviously can't burn for anything, Ben. You are fighting to get up. What is your combined strength and potence?
That's 6.
Oh dang. Okay. Okay. So unimpeded, you're able to back up in the lawn real quick, Lily, and zip back. Your celerity is rapid, but not so much that you blur. So it's not like a masquerade breach or anything. So you run back real quick as Ben is smothered by Jesse, but he's thrashing around enough, like he's kicking Jesse like up and around, almost like he's his own bucking bronco, to attack something at this point. He's just lost it. You're muted.
Jesse, knock him out.
And he yells, "I'm trying." He'd gotten a lot stronger since I had to last do this. You mind want to letting a hand over here, or are you just gonna zip back and stare?
Okay. She's gonna approach. She's gonna try to use dominate.
Are you gonna try and dominate him out?
Yes.
Okay.
I think dominate 2, she can tell him be still or be calm.
I'll allow it. He doesn't. He is in a murderous frenzy, but he does not necessarily, in his frenzy, believe that you are threatening his life.
Okay.
That's the problem with dominating. If at any point in time you think your life is being threatened, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. So,
So
say,
I'll,
Ben,
I'll,
be
I'll
calm.
allow it this time. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You don't have it pulled up?
No. I was working on it.
Okay, hang on.
I gotta make myself a cheat sheet.
That is not it. That's animalism. Dominate. There we go. You're using level 2?
Yeah.
Mesmerize?
Yeah.
So you're attempting to put a false thought or hypnotic suggestion into his mind.
Well, hold on, I gotta think of how I want to do this. She's going to suggest to him that he's not in danger and he can calm down.
Okay. So mentally, you're going to attempt. You're basically, telling him, oh, what is it? Teddy Pendergrass is the guy that gets up on stage like, you got what I need. So essentially, with dominate, you're just like, calm down.
Yeah.
You are needing to roll manipulation and leadership. And Ben,
Okay.
what is your current willpower points? You've spent one, I think, tonight.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So if it's based on that, then remaining is 6.
Okay. So your target
And I'm
is
gonna-
6 or better.
I'm going to burn a willpower.
Okay.
Oh, God. 3.
Okay. So you dominate him, and what do you say?
It's okay. Calm down. You're no longer in danger.
Okay. Okay, so your beast hears Lily on some sort of intellectual level,
Yeah.
which it doesn't have much of an intellect. It takes you a good couple minutes to even realize that she spoke words to you.
Okay.
But something is pushing the reset button on your beast, and you can feel it reeling back in, not in a comfortable way, in a very forceful way, like in essence, a superior being commanded you to back off, and
Okay.
your beast recognized that opposition in another and is cowering. So it's not a
Okay.
good feeling to be dominated like this, but you're calming down.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
within another minute or two, you have your faculties about you.
Okay.
Are you back with me?
You can see lights going on, in the countryside or whatnot. As clearly people are coming to their doorsteps trying to figure out what the heck that was all about. Jesse
Yeah.
gets up.
We need to leave.
Do we though? Do we? And he stands up and he pulls out his gun and he starts now marching towards the house. Looking at the house.
Okay.
So like an explosion went off. Like
Mhm.
what's left of the house right now? If
Oh,
anything?
most of the house is still left.
Okay.
There's a big hole where the door used to be.
Okay.
part of the roof got damaged and whatnot. Claymores are pretty easy to set.
Okay.
How far is the closest house?
Let's take a look. Da 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 da. Ha ha ha. It is maybe 50 yards away, and you can hear animals terrified running away,
Okay.
like a horse caught wind, obviously, of the explosion, and it's running.
And they're out far enough that it's going to take time for authorities to get out there. Okay, she's going to follow Ben.
Okay. So Jesse at this point is very nervous, but he's following your guys' lead.
Yeah.
Ben, we really should leave.
So obviously the living room at this point is jacked up. There's chair, there's a chair that got thrown about. There's damage, a little bit of damage done to the couch. There's TV in here that's completely thrashed and up against the wall and on the floor. Most of the house and as you go towards the back seems to be relatively intact. The back door, it looks like at this point, because there's kind of a straight shot through the house. Looks like the back door is probably open.
Chances of her still being here, she's not going to be here. We need to leave. I can find her again. We need to leave.
Fine. Holsters his gun, just madly marches back to the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Runs
back
before
to the
you
car.
guys get in, Jesse rips the license plate off the car.
Yeah. Good thinking, Jesse.
He says, "Oh nope, I've had to deal with this part before."
And you haven't made him a partner yet?
Not
Who's
right
driving,
now.
by the way?
It's going to have to be Ben, or they're never going to make it out alive if Lily's driving, unless
Yeah.
Jesse can drive.
Ben goes, since it's, I was assuming we were taking Ben's car, so Ben goes ahead and heads into the driver's seat.
Okay, so just peeling out at this point. Just give me a drive check. So Dex and drive.
Sweet. All dexterity rolls are good rolls, sort of.
Yes, they are when you have celerity.
Exactly. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay, so you throw it into gear, whip the car around real quick to peeling out. Obviously, at this point, doesn't really matter. You're still gonna draw attention because of the big explosion, but you just bail back into town, back towards the interstate.
All right.
Squealing of tires and an Indiana Jones arrow just kind of following you along as it goes. Da, 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 da.
You're muted again.
This is what I get for having a kid. You just had to open the door.
You're right. Next time, I'm not talking. I'm just gonna start punching. I just don't care anymore. If I have to tear off a hand or a finger and make them scream, you know what? I'm getting it. I'm getting it now.
I think if I was alive, I'd be really turned on right now.
Yeah, and Jesse's like, I'm semi-alive and I'm very alarmed.
Maybe we need to start going through the back door. This is twice now we've gone through the front door and gotten blown up.
You know what? You're not wrong. I'm just not going to wait for them to leave from now on. I have to punch them. I have to make teeth fly out of their mouth. Don't care now, man. Every human here is a piece of crap with an explosive, just waiting to kill us.
At least the ones that we chase after.
Which is all of them.
Ben, give me a humanity check.
All right.
So, conscience.
Yeah.
And Davy Jones is loving it. The Dark Side Dale.
Oh, Davey, you should have seen Bastion back in the day. It's about you. Oh boy.
Ben ate the cookie.
Let's see. There we go. Difficulty 6, I take it.
Difficulty 6, yes.
2 successes.
Okay. So, what is your humanity?
It's
know it's greater than
now
4.
it's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You're immediately regretting everything that you just said because you made your roll. So you can either drop the point and just be okay with it,
Yeah.
or realize that was a momentary lapse. You generally are a good person, and despite the fact that they aren't playing by the rules, you have a beast that you want to keep in control, and
Right.
letting yourself get calloused may not be the right thing to do, but
Yeah.
entirely your choice.
Yeah. So Ben will right before that he'll spend a blood to heal his last
Okay.
point of damage, so that it feels like better, a little clearer. And as that wound knits itself back closed, he's like, "Not, wait, we don't have to do that. I just can't." I just can't give these guys second chances. I hold back using powers. I just don't like controlling people, but it's probably going to be better than it is better than killing them, obviously. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Not for nothing, but maybe we can get Miss Damaris to go poking around when next we see her. We got her name, right? We're fairly certain that's her name.
Yeah, it's got to be her.
Lily's gonna take his hand, just kind of give it a reassuring squeeze.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm pissed too. And I can't wait to hang her from her toenails.
All right then.
Not to be the wet blanket, but she did look awfully mad. Although
Yeah, she was pissed.
you could kind of say she had an explosive personality.
That's a good one, Jesse. That is a really good one. I'm giving you 50 points for that one.
With one hand on the wheel, he does one of the fist bump.
Okay,
in the back of the...
so he gives you a fist bump. Okay, would it be too late to say Merry Christmas?
No.
You can even say Happy Hanukkah and Merry Kwanzaa if you want, Jesse. Let's just get them all in there. Why not?
Okay, and Festivus, right? Festivus is the thing.
There you go.
I need a drink.
Me too.
Okay, and that is where we're going to go ahead and stop for the night. A little over 2.5 hours in. So thank you all for tuning in, and those of you who rated us from Table of Horrors and your Nihon Nights game. I've tuned in a couple times and watched that. It's pretty cool. We are obviously not going to have our Marvel game tomorrow. That is obviously because Christmas Eve and whatnot. So going to be spending that with families and doing all of our things and whatnot. We will, however, be next up with, I was about to say Marvel, but it's not Marvel, with Ashland by Night Blood Ties, which is going to be happening on New Year's Eve. So if you want to ring in the New Year's, we will definitely be around on the 31st. So, I mean, it's in the afternoon, obviously, but we will be playing there. We'll see what's going on. We may have somebody new joining us. So tune in to see what's going on there. We hope to see you guys again soon. And thank you guys all for tuning in to enjoy our last minute Ashland by Night game. So good
Merry
night,
Christmas,
guys.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we are off.